Assalamu alaikum dear student, welcome back to the next lecture, and this is related to the practical number 3. In this class we will try to cover some aspect of the gamete and genotype formation. In a series of lectures we will cover the exercises on monohybrid, dihybrid, polyhybrid and gene interactions, and this is related to the part 4 of the theory. Uh, Question number 1. Short hair in rabbits uh, shown by the capital S is dominant over long hair shown by the small s. So short hair is dominant and long hair is basically recessive. The following crosses were carried out producing the progeny shown. Give all possible genotypes of the parents in each cross. So these are the crosses given over here. There are 5 crosses, and the result of the 5 crosses with their progeny. So first cross, the short and short hair, they are crossed. The parents, both of them are short in terms of their hair, and we get 4 short and 2 long progenies. So we first of all, in genetics we give the symbols for each allele. So short hair, it is dominant and indicated by capital S. Long hair, this is recessive and indicated by small s. Now parents phenotype short is crossed with the short, and genotype, this is what we need to determine. The offspring phenotype, we know there are 4 short and 2 long offsprings. The offspring phenotype and genotypes possibly could be short. It is dominant, so either both of them could be dominant allele or one of or it could be heterozygous with the capital S and small s. Long hair, there are 2 progenies, and they definitely are small s. Now this cross demonstrates the parents must be heterozygous. Why? Because if any one of them is the completely dominant, then we will get only the dominant phenotype in the offsprings. So as we are getting long hair with the short hair phenotype, so that means the parent must be heterozygous. So this is the parent genotype, that is the capital S and small s. So part B of this question, or the second cross, that short versus short, and we get 8 short offsprings. Now again the symbols are same. So parents phenotype, short hair is crossed with the short hair. The genotype we need to know, and the offspring of the phenotype, this is short 8 and long 0. So the offspring phenotypes and genotypes, it could be heterozygotes or it could be homozygous dominant. Now this indicates that at least one of the parents must be homozygous dominant, because it could be both of them, but at least one must be dominant. The reason being, if one of them is the dominant, that is always contributing dominant allele, and the phenotype of the offspring would also be dominant, which is the case in this cross. So one of the parents, genotype for the parents, SS, and the other one could be capital S small s or capital S capital S. So we here come the part 3 or the cross 3 of this practical, this question. Short is crossed with the long, and we get 12 short. Now the short here again is indicated by the capital S, and long here is shown with the small s. Parents phenotypes, short and long, they are crossed. Then the parents genotype, okay, we know that at least one of them must be short. one of them is short, and what should be the genotype for that? Because for the long, we know it is always small as. In this case, the offspring, the phenotype for the long hair is nil, zero phenotype. All of the phenotypes are that of the uh, short hair. So, offspring phenotype and genotypes. Now, short, either it could be capital S, or could it be capital S, small s? This is the question. Now, again, in this case, the answer is the same. At least one of them must be homozygous dominant. So it could not be heterozygotes, because if it is the heterozygotes, then at least one of them or some of them, they must be long phenotype. So the parents, they are capital S one, and the second one is small s. Here comes the fourth cross. Again the symbol given over here. Parents phenotype short is crossed with the long here. Now again question is the same. In this case we are going to get one short and one long here progenies. So possibly short, could it be completely dominant or could it be heterozygotes? This is the question, because the long is always going to be the smallest. Now the offspring phenotypes is given that 3 to 1, 3 are short and 1 is the long here. So offspring could be homozygous dominant or it should be heterozygotes. So in this case, one of the parents must be heterozygotes. So if the one of them is known to us, that is the long hair, the other was must be heterozygotes. Because if the other one is the completely dominant, then we will never get the long hair phenotype. So, sorry, offspring, the parent genotype, one is the heterozygotes, the other one is the complete recessive. Now the last cross, long versus long, and we get one long. And definitely this is the most simplest possible cross. Again the symbol, then the parents phenotype, long versus long, parent genotypes, it should be long. For long it's the smallest, and offspring phenotype only one long. So the offspring genotype, it should be smallest. So in this case, both of the parents must be homozygous recessive. So parent genotype should be smallest. Okay, uh, that's all for the moment. I hope that you might have understood this lecture, and if not, then please watch the video again and again to grab the concept. This was basically related to the monohybrid crops, and now there is homework. There is few questions related to your homework which you are supposed to complete by the next practical lecture, that is in the next week. And please pay attention to the video lectures as well as the presentations given on the group, as well as to the text material in the PDF form, the chapters which are given to you uh, to understand these concepts. So for homework, the number one numerical, that is related to the cucumber, and this is simply monohybrid cross. And hint for this uh, uh, to solve this question is, please watch the lecture movie link on YouTube related to the monohybrid cross. This can help you out. Then the second one again, this is the similar sort of the question as that of the previous one, but it's related to the test cross. So there is a one lecture on the test cross uh, related to the monohybrid test cross. So please go through that on the video link. Then the phenyl ketone urea, we have started the part 4 of our lecture series with the example of the phenyl ketonuria, and you can again read that or watch that video to get the help from the YouTube channel or from the text form. And again, the fourth one is also related to the al, uh, alkaptonuria. Uh, this is similar to the previous one, and you can again watch the YouTube video or the text material provided to you. So remember to complete these exercises before the next practical class, and I will definitely sort out some sort of mechanism through which you can send me your solved copies in form of PDF or photographs, so that it could be make sure that everybody is participating and doing his or her homework while staying at home. And please stay home, stay safe, and make our country a more safer place to live. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.